Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Super Anime Bros podcast. As always, I'm your host, Rosario, joined by my brother, Angelo. And today we are celebrating our second anniversary for the second episode, where we celebrate the best seconds.
Yeah, so part two. The second time we'll be celebrating the best seconds for our 2-year anniversary. Yeah, man. I mean, has anything really changed since last episode?
No.
That's good.
We did cover last episode the best second episodes. I would like to put this episode amongst the rankings.
Yeah, we can
prematurely
have to edit that back in.
I'm sure it's going to be one of the best second episodes of all time. What just happened?
Nothing. That's good.
I thought you said, whoa.
It was technical difficulties.
We're back. We're back. We never left. Yeah, so we're gonna finish up. We were chatting about last week. It was super exciting. Happy second anniversary again.
Thank you. Same to you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
It's been good. On our second anniversary month.
Yeah, there you go.
Today.
It's like birthday month. You know?
Yeah, something like that. We do that.
All right. So today we're gonna clean up our last 3 categories that we didn't get to talk about last week. Had we revealed the categories prematurely last time?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Okay. Well. Let's get into the first one.
Let's just get into it. And this is best sequel shows. So, you know, the shows where it's the second in a set, we did like remake spin-offs included in that as well. Yes, sure. I guess I'll start off because I had wrote down the first option and I put Horimiya. Yeah. With Horimiya the Missing Pieces because that is kind of like a second series.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of a second show. It's got a different title.
Yeah, it's still like under the same thing when you go on like Crunchyroll to click on it, but it's set.
That is not how we are defining it, so it's okay.
Yeah, if that's not how we do it, if that doesn't count, we can put it for a different category we'll talk about later. If it counts as the same show.
Yeah, I guess that's a fair
but I always thought of it as
it's our awards.
As like a sequel show. It's its own thing, kind of. You know, it feels like its own thing.
It definitely does.
It came in years after the story had been completed. And technically, I guess you could skip it when you're watching and just not watch it at all.
Certainly.
I kind of want to do a watch through where I watch...
I feel like it's going to be a pain in the butt.
Where I watch it in chronological order.
Because I feel like
they skip
some
around.
Episodes might even be like, you'd have to pause an episode in Missing Pieces, go to an episode of the
Maybe somebody will make like a super cut.
Maybe.
That's how I watched the Bionicle movies not long ago. It's like a YouTube video.
Did you get my reference there?
I forget what it is.
It's about When Will You Wear Wigs?
Oh, yeah. You talked about that the other day.
Did I talk about that on the podcast or just to you?
No, just we were in the car.
Okay.
But back to the Bionicle movies.
Okay.
I watched like a super cut of those where they like put them everything in chronological order.
Nice.
I think there's like a thing with The Godfather. They've
done
that too, but the Bionicle movies are a little more important.
Yeah, I mean, we have The Godfather, Bionicle movies.
Which one have I watched more? I'm just telling you.
All 3 of these things are pretty brilliant.
But yeah, so with The Missing Pieces, for anybody who's not familiar with the show, it's like stuff that they didn't adapt from the manga, stuff that they cut out of the main story. And it's just, like, since it is separate from the main show, and you've already most likely watched the main show first, like, this is just good vibes.
Yeah, it is. I think that's such a unique perspective, is like filling in the gaps after we already know how the story's going to end. We know who gets together. We know what happens. It's cool to like know the characters so much more and then go back into those times from like technically like before we knew them as well, but now we do. It's really cool.
It's interesting.
I'm happy they went back and did that. You know, I think plenty of shows have things that they're cut from their source material, so it's cool to have them go back and actually adapt it. Like
yeah.
And I think a few other shows have done that since. I mean, one of our favorites obviously has done that now multiple times.
Yes, the Quins has done that.
They keep going back to the well.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think it's cool. I'd love it if more shows followed that trend. You know, the good ones, the ones where you like the characters.
The good shows.
Like if they did that with like Rent-A-Girlfriend.
Well, Rent-A-Girlfriend's not over.
It's kind of built in. It's got like the missing pieces built in, but like they're not enjoyable or fun. Okay.
Hearing us change our tune on that show over the last like 2 years.
Yeah, the last 2 years since we started the
so
podcast,
funny.
I mean,
So, well, even then, like I feel like
yeah, when we like talked about it, I definitely like said mostly nice things.
Oh, I would agree, 100%. Like we described it as something that was always kind of there, and like while all these other shows have their beginning, middle, end, couple gets together, great, this one just keeps going, and it's nice to have something like that. But like, oh man,
Well, I think it's more about like
it's when
like,
there's progress.
Enjoy
it's
the
great.
enjoy the journey, but the journey just has been crappy recently.
Yeah,
And we just keep going backwards.
yeah,
So it's like a journey where you just like keep making wrong turns.
yeah.
But I think I would have also liked if instead of the missing pieces, they just didn't cut that stuff out in the beginning.
Oh, certainly.
And if it was just 2 seasons,
Certainly, yeah.
I don't think that would have made me, like the show any less. But it is kind of nice to just go and watch the missing pieces and just, this is just for fun.
Yeah, it's just. It's
I mean, it
different.
adds
It's
nice
unique
stuff to
perspective.
the characters and adds at least
Yeah.
like things you like about them, funny moments.
Yeah,
One of my favorite parts of that is like throughout the whole show, the whole missing piece is Sengoku's trying to figure out why Miyamura doesn't is always like hiding his body because he doesn't know about the tattoos.
Yeah.
And that's just such a funny plot point that I really enjoy.
The sleepover episode, I think, is a real highlight of that.
Yeah, but even the first episode of it when they're trying to get out of doing swim class.
Yeah.
It's just like throughout the most of the missing pieces, he's just trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
It's just so funny, the thought of a guy trying to see his other friend shirtless just so he can figure out why he keeps getting hidden. And all the misunderstandings that follow.
Naturally.
But yeah, I think it's great. It certainly adds a lot more to the show to get more, not necessarily a more complete picture, but just
More
a
complete
more
picture,
yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
It's quite
I mean, it doesn't
filling in the missing pieces.
It doesn't feel like though if you just watch the first season
that
it doesn't
anything's
feel
missing.
like,
Yeah, I get that.
But yeah, I think it's great.
But
So
it was.
We can move on to the next
Yeah,
one.
sounds good. I'm going to save this one for last, as I think it is the best.
Well, yeah, the most sequel show.
Yeah, like this one, obviously, I think is the best, but that's...
I agree. All right, go ahead.
I'm going to talk about one of these two. So I have 2 on the list that I haven't seen, but I felt like needed to be mentioned.
Sure.
Well, I mean, we're doing the...
What if they're the 2 worst shows of all time?
Well, I know they're not.
Have you watched them?
No, but they've got rave reviews. I've seen plenty of scenes from one
that's
of them.
where we...
But you're not going to sit here and say that Naruto Shippuden's a bad show.
No, but I never watched it. What
Okay,
if
but
I
it's
might not
not.
like it. I've
Yeah,
never seen it.
That's fair.
This isn't about what's rated high. This is our opinions on what we like.
Okay, well, in my opinion, I'm going to assume, via my opinion, that Naruto Shippuden is a good sequel show and worth mentioning. How about that,
Sure.
homeboy?
You think you like it.
Well, it's, it has a cultural zeitgeist. Like, it's a phenomenon.
Yeah, sure.
When people are thinking of Naruto, for the most part, I would argue that they're thinking of Shippuden.
I would agree with
that.
that.
While I've watched, most of OG Naruto and none of Shippuden, I still feel like that's where my head goes.
Interesting.
So I think it is worth a mention on the best sequel shows, and I'm sure that our viewers agree.
Yeah.
Thanks, viewers.
Thanks. Maybe
All
we
right.
could let him know if Naruto is good or not, because
Please do.
how are we to know?
Please do. I know people that have watched it and really like it.
Yeah, but I've never met anybody who didn't like Shippuden.
No, there you go. Okay. I trust the
Just saying,
opinions
I've never seen it.
of my friends.
Okay. Is that all you had to say about
That's
the show?
all I got. Just thought it was worth
Not like
mentioning.
any favorite episodes that you've seen, or
I
favorite moments,
there's some good fights that I've seen maybe some pieces of.
or like an underrated episode that you really like.
I don't know. It's all underrated. to me.
This is a little bit of hypocrisy because the show that I'm going to talk about is one I've only watched like 4 episodes of.
Yeah, what the heck? That's not cool.
I've watched,
And you were about to, you're criticizing me.
I've watched more of it than you've
Over-
watched of Shippuden.
Maybe not in clips.
In clips. I've seen clips then. If we're counting clips,
go-
sat down, watched an episode
Go
beginning
ahead
to
and
end.
mention the show you're about to mention, and the viewers can decide how to feel on this. Go ahead.
Uma Musume, Cinderella Grey.
I rest my case.
What does that have to do with anything?
Naruto Shippuden. Go ahead. I want to hear what you got to say.
I did watch the first 4 episodes because they were for free on a YouTube channel, not
Yeah.
legally free.
Yeah.
And then they were on the rest of the channel. They're just region locked, so I have not gone
That's
through the
interesting.
necessary steps, nor is it on like any of the normal streaming services.
What an
So,
interesting decision by them.
you know, eventually I will have to sail the seven seas to watch it.
One Piece?
Yeah, what's it about?
I don't know.
What kind of people?
I don't know. I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
It's
I'll
like,
sail the
yeah,
seven
you
seas
know
to
what I'm
watch
saying.
it. But I've seen 4 episodes of it, and I've watched them in order, and I've seen clips, and the opening from it is awesome.
The opening from it is awesome.
It's
some of the
good,
openings
dude. It
from
got me to
Naruto
like
are
want to
best
run on the
openings of all
treadmill
time.
and stuff. Like, it's
Yes.
inspiring,
Yes.
And this one I feel like is a little more serious than the main show.
That's interesting.
This is also Horse Girls.
Yeah, I
but
was
this
just say
is
for our friends who don't know what Uma Musume is, can you explain it briefly?
yeah, so it's like a.
Because my show's about the coming of age of a young ninja.
Well, this is the coming of age of young girls who are also horses.
Oh, really?
It's a horse racing show, but all the horses are just girls.
Yeah.
They're like based on real horses, which surprisingly, like
Is
the show
Cinderella
is.
Grey a real horse?
That's just the name of the show.
Oh, I thought that
The
was
main
name
girl
of the
name
horse.
is Oguri Cap,
That's so interesting.
which is a real horse, and all the girls are like modeled after real horses, like have like similar accessories and stuff, and they like are very historical about it. Like they act like the horse did and stuff. It's interesting for a show about horse girls who like sing and dance when they win a race. But this, I actually haven't watched any of the main show, but Cinderella Grey seemed to have a more like serious attitude with the main character who's, had a lot of struggles in life and is very determined to be the best.
Sounds like Ash.
Yeah, you could say that. But if Ash was a horse girl
Well, he's not.
and ran really fast.
Well, he's
She
not.
runs like really strangely, not like Naruto with the hands behind, but she like runs really hunched over.
Yes, yeah.
And that's kind of, I think,
Yeah, like a
one of
horse.
her
Oh, she's the only
something
one
that
that does that?
sets her apart. Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah. I don't know. I'm
She
assuming
kind of runs like Okarun when he's like in full demon mode.
Yeah, like in Dan. Does he do the arms behind the back?
No, he does real
forward.
low now.
Yeah, that's kind of what she looks like. That's a
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, or like a Spinosaurus.
Yes, just like a Spinosaurus. But if the
Tell me I'm wrong
Spinosaurus
though. Am I
was-
wrong?
If the Spinosaurus was a horse girl.
Yeah, that.
But it's actually a very enjoyable show. I intend to finish it someday.
I hope you do. Arg. What's the second opening of Pokemon? Is it like the Pokemon
It doesn't
Johto one?
exist.
Nah, there's some other good songs.
I don't know.
There's the one where it's like, it's a whole new world.
That might be an opening. I don't know. The
That's
one
an
with the
opening, I
Pokemon Johto is from Pokemon For Real, which is a movie.
Nah, I think they've used it in the show too.
No, I don't usually get that far
Okay.
in my watch.
Well, I was just, I didn't know if it was
I
worth
get to the
mentioning after I
episode
talked about
where
Ash.
he says Butterfree, I cry, and then I stop watching.
Yeah, that'll do it. All right, next
he
show.
got rid of his best guy.
Next show. Yeah, Butterfree.
He almost died trying to save him
And he's a great trainer.
because he trades him on the Titanic for Eradicate.
It's not the Titanic. It's the SS Anne.
It's the Titanic, dude.
It doesn't crash.
Yes, it does.
Not in the game.
In the show, it crashes. He almost dies. They get stranded on the ship with Team Rocket, and they almost drowned.
Are you talking about the movie?
No, in the TV show. It's
No,
like
they-
the 6th episode.
They get like a boat crash in the movie too. I think.
Yeah, no,
second
dude,
movie.
that's his hand sinks in the anime.
I think actually they end up like in the ocean in the first and the second movie.
I don't know.
They gotta
dude.
stay away
almost
from the
die. Yeah,
ocean,
like
yeah.
because they think Team Rocket's dead,
Rest in peace.
and then like they start breathing again, and Pikachu does like one of these. It's a very popular clip.
That's crazy.
But yeah, dude, he
I don't
almost
even know if I've
dies
seen that
for
clip.
that Butterfree because he finds the guy to trade him back,
know
and
if
that's
I've
how he
seen
ends
that
up
clip.
stranded.
Huh.
Yeah, dude, he has his hand sinks.
Rest in peace,
But
SS Anne.
if you want to lead to the
I
the
do.
next
I
one.
do. This one once again is going to be a quick.
So this one's even like less than the other two.
This one's got like rave reviews.
Yeah, but you haven't seen any
That's not
part
true.
of the whole
That's
series.
not true.
Would you watch the first
The
episode?
first couple episodes actually.
When?
In college,
Yeah,
I've probably seen as much as of Bleach as you have of Uma Musume Cinderella Grey.
yeah, but it has rave reviews.
This does have rave reviews.
So this-
So I have not seen Bleach: The 1,000-Year Blood War. Okay, but I've heard that it's really
You've
great.
heard of it.
It's one of the big three, and thus I think it should be mentioned in our sequel, kind of sequel.
Yeah.
Best.
I think it's
second-
kind of crazy that like it came so many years after.
Yeah,
Like that was a long gap.
I mean Bleach had died. Yeah.
Like, yeah, I remember at the time I like told one of my coworkers who was like in his like late 30s that like Bleach is coming back. He said, "Nah, dude, that ended like 10 years ago." And I'm like, "Dude, it's back, baby."
Well, I have news for you.
Guess who's back?
But yeah, I just like it's one of the big three. I think as we mentioned.
I think that's valid.
I think that I will definitely probably watch Naruto Shippuden before I watch all of Bleach and then get to Thousand Year Blood War.
Mm.
But it's still worth a mention, in my opinion. Thank you. You have the floor.
I do. What else do I even have on here? Oh, I have one more.
Yeah.
The other one I said, which is I technically a reboot, I guess, which we counted.
Yeah, you really opened my eyes to the idea of it being or like a remake or a remake. I would say more.
It's the second time they've done it. It's the second.
Yeah.
And we're gonna talk about Fruits Basket,
Yeah.
which is my favorite show, in fact. And it is a reboot, so it's a sequel, and well, not a sequel, but it's a second show.
Yeah.
And thus, it's on the list.
So what do you know about the original? Like, was it like completely 100% accurate to the source material, and they just stopped, or what did they like take liberties?
No, they changed it because either it got canceled or they caught up. I think they got. I don't remember.
Yeah,
But it's not like the ending of the original show ends like in season 1.
and it has an ending.
It has, yeah, but like where season 1 of the show ends.
No. Yes.
Yeah, it ends kind of there.
Oh my God.
What?
We have another one of these kinds of shows that we didn't think of.
That's a you show.
You've watched plenty of this show.
Yeah, but it's not.
All right, keep going.
Yeah, so you finally get the complete story in this, in the reboot.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
it looks modernized, which I think really adds something because it's...
Yeah, the original, I feel like,
It was from 2001.
was pretty closely drawn to the manga.
Yeah, which
And
at
manga,
the time
is
it like
a little bit tough to read the way it looks.
Yeah. It's just like it looks like old anime where like everybody's got like super huge eyes and stuff.
Big eyes.
So I kind of prefer the new art style. It looks
I would agree.
much more like what I'm used to, what I enjoy.
Yeah.
It was the first non-fighting show I watched and has become my favorite over time. So need I say more?
First non-fighting show. That's so interesting.
Yeah, it was the first romance we watched, and dude, like we watch more romance than anything else.
Without a
anymore.
doubt, it's not even close. I don't think.
So,
It just that was interesting. I never thought about that.
Yeah, that's how we got here.
That's how and now we're here. So now that I've added this other show,
You got 3 more to talk about, buddy. I'm ready to listen.
we're in a pickle here.
Yeah.
I'll just rip these 2 real quick, and then you
Yeah.
can introduce this one, and then we'll both talk.
Well, we just, yeah, sure.
So the one that I just thought of was Hunter x Hunter, because that's also 2011's also a remake, and I had kind of thought about it when I asked the question about like did they finish it, and I thought Hunter x Hunter 99 didn't get finished, they just kind of stopped, and I'm like wait, Hunter x Hunter 2011.
Also, just kind of finished.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but the ending is much more satisfying.
Right.
Like it could feel like it's not the ending, but it could feel like an ending. But I think it's so interesting that the 3 shows that we're going to talk about in this subcategory here are like all very highly rated.
Yeah.
Like clearly someone saw the potential in the original anime. For all 3 of these, I think it was probably the case that they caught up to the manga, and then years later, not so long for some of them, but years later they go back to them and adapt them in like a more modern style. Like Hunter x Hunter, much like Fruits Basket, 2011 looks a lot different than the original show and the manga.
So that's 12 years in between.
Yeah, I'd argue like some of the shots in the original have a little bit more sauce than the 2011 ones. Like when my goat's going crazy, Karapika, some of those shots are really cool, but like the 2011, obviously they do a lot more. It just looks a lot newer. It was an excellent reboot for that subcategory. And then the next one was the first one that I had thought of after you had brought up the remake boot idea. That was Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, which once again, like original caught up to the manga, did its own ending. I think some people do like it. I don't know how you could prefer it. But some people do like it, and they say like they did the beginning of the show a little bit better because it took more time with it. Mm-hmm. And then Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood comes out, and it's one of the best shows of all time. And in all honesty, like the other two, there was Fruits Basket was also like 99, right? Maybe 2001.
2001.
2001.
That
So
was
like there was a
18
bigger
years
gap.
in between.
Full Metal, there was like a 3-year gap.
Yeah, that's what I always.
They
found confusing.
went back to it like right away, and obviously it adapts the whole manga. It concludes. I think it's excellent. We're 4 episodes from finishing it together, which is super exciting.
Yes,
So we'll
sir.
talk more about it in the future. But for me, like these 3 that we talked about in this category are really, really special shows and all highly rated for both of us,
Yeah.
collectively. So pretty cool. Would you like to bring it home? I can bring it home too if you don't
Yeah,
want.
it was your idea.
I'm just gonna keep ripping.
I feel like this is one of your things.
For sure, and I mean,
I
this
haven't
is
watched it all.
like for me, this is not only like the quintessential sequel show. It's the like I said, when you think of Naruto, you pretty much think of Shippuden. But when you think of Dragon Ball, you think of Dragon Ball Z.
Unless you're me.
And you're the only one.
I might be. I genuinely might be.
Like this was the anime. This helped to pioneer anime in the West. This changed the game for so many people. It was an awakening for so many people, as it was us, in a lot of ways that led us then to Dragon Ball Super, which was one that we watched
I would
the whole show
say
of.
you, and then
Yeah.
it led to me, but I'd never watched Dragon Ball Z.
No, and that's why I didn't make it sound like you watched the whole thing. Like I think it led us to Super in that way. But
Yeah.
I think the Dragon Ball Z, it's incredible. I mean, it's given some of the most iconic moments in anime history, obviously, but even like media history. Like I feel like everybody knows what a Super Saiyan is.
Yeah, most people like under the age of 60 probably do.
Yeah. It is just it's so special. I enjoyed my time with it greatly. I even like some of the more underrated parts, like Teen Gohan, Goat.
I did see it. That's what we were kind of watching when I watched like a couple episodes.
Yeah, because that's where I was watching during COVID. Like
Yeah, in the beginning, and then we watched some abridged as well.
the bridge is great. Yeah.
Because you were watching like that and abridged, and I'm like trying to. I don't
Yeah,
know.
just a lot at once.
And then you
yeah.
started Super, and then I remember not knowing anybody's name because there's like a billion characters in the beginning of Super.
Because yeah, I mean
Because the whole gang's
you're
there.
4 shows in at that point.
Well, 3. One doesn't count.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was a thing, and like, maybe not as
Yeah.
canon. Gave us one of the best openings ever, though.
That's true.
But yeah, I think Dragon Ball Z is the quintessential anime sequel show.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's what most people think of if you say like second show. Like they're always not everything has that.
I think it's so popular that some people might not even realize there is a Dragon Ball.
Yeah, like most people. Some people, if you say Dragon Ball, they'll just say Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Meaning the whole like
Some people
the
say
whole
Dragon Ball
shebang.
C. Like you just never
the
know
whole
what they're gonna say.
shebang. They're gonna say Dragon Ball Z, which
Yeah, the whole shebang.
you know
Kid
my
and
opinions
caboodle.
on the other Dragon Ball series minus GT because I never watched it. And
Yeah.
it's not canon probably for a
No,
reason.
but we've like
But I still think on original Dragon Balls.
we've had a lot of great
Certainly,
times
underrated.
with most of the Dragon Ball series.
Yes.
I was looking up, so I said like quietly there. I don't know if you heard me about the. You were like, it's like I forget what you even said, but I was like the whole kit and caboodle, and I'm like, what does this even mean? That I've said it so many times, but I don't know what it means.
The whole everything.
No, I mean I get
The
it.
kid and the caboodle.
I've never heard what a caboodle is, but apparently it's
don't-
like slang from the 19th century for like a bunch or a group.
Yeah,
of collection.
caboodle, dude. You
And
don't
the
know about
kid.
the caboodle?
The kid is apparently a wooden tub made for carrying.
You have the washer dryer full set.
That's a fact. That's a fact. All right, that takes us into our next category, which I feel like we will inevitably be long-winded on. I don't know if you would agree.
What do you mean?
We're just like I feel like we're going to talk about this one for a while.
I'm gonna try not to because we can't have this be a 3-parter.
Well, it's not going to be that. No, it cannot be.
Well, we're already at halfway done, so
Yeah, but we
that was supposed to be the quickest section.
we like. To
Then he
talk.
wanted to start talking
That's
about
why we're
kids
here.
and caboodles.
It was 30-second clip.
I mean, my Bionicle segue was very integral to the show. Like, I couldn't have left that out, unfortunately.
That's fair, and I thank
So
you for
it
doing
was
so.
necessary.
I'm
but,
not the one putting a time limit on
The next
this,
thing
so-
we're going to talk about here is best second ending songs for
Yeah.
shows.
Yeah, there's a lot of good ones here.
Yeah, dude, there's like a lot of iconic
Do we have
ones.
as
that
many... Do we have more endings listed than openings?
I added one to replace the one we got rid of. It's probably similar.
11. We have 11. Which one did you add? This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
All right, so the first one, I'm just going to go in whatever order.
Yeah.
The first one that I thought of was One Piece, the second ending, which you are a huge fan of.
Huge advocate for this ending.
For the second ending. I
Yeah.
still like the first better, but the second is just it's different, but almost as equally as good. And it's kind of it's underrated. Like, not a lot of people, it doesn't get too much love.
Yeah,
It's really fun.
They don't
It's
get
great.
us.
It's good. I mean, I don't really know what else to say about it.
Yeah,
besides it's awesome.
I hear this song and it just oozes adventure. Like it in my head and my understanding of One Piece. Obviously, I haven't seen all that much of it, but like
At least
this-
like early One Piece.
this is it summed up in a song. I adore this song. I really do. I rate it very highly on my endings ranking. It's awesome. It really is.
Yeah, it's
it will
great.
never not
It's
put
a
a
fun
smile on
one.
my face.
It's a fun one.
Makes me feel like there's good things to experience, a journey to be had,
Yeah, man.
all of that stuff. My
Alright.
turn.
My turn.
Let me see if I can summon Pot of Greed here. This I'm going to save for the end.
Obviously.
What
Oh,
else?
no, that's not even the second.
That's my
ending.
favorite one.
No, it's not.
Oh no, it's not. Never mind. I'll talk about it right now. good call. So I was wrong. I was gonna say K-On! And I was gonna save it for last, but then Angela reminded me that it's not the. Well, it depends on how you look at it. It's not the second ending that is my favorite ending of time. It's the first ending.
Yes.
But if you look at it from a certain lens, through certain
No,
lens,
There's
the
no
ending
lens.
is really the second song that plays in an episode.
That's not how that meant. That doesn't count. Because that would be like I'm sure there's some kind of background track going on.
That probably is, yeah.
So talk to us about K-On!
I can, yeah, I can. So, like I just said, the first K-On! Ending is literally my favorite ending song of all time, at least as of recording. And, well, that's impossible to top, when it's at the top, what could be better? And this isn't better, but it's pretty good.
I'm not familiar.
Yeah, I played it for you definitely multiple times.
Okay, I'm
actually.
familiar.
Definitely multiple times. It captures a lot of the same grooves. It's another song that is like mainly by the bass player Mio, who's my goat. Shout out Mio. And it brings kind of similar vibes to the first one, where it's like a little bit more rocky, than the opening songs.
Yeah, man.
The chorus like really pulls you in once again, and it's just there's it's a great song by the band whom the show is about, which I think is really cool. Like all their songs are by the band.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
So-
man. Is that your phrase?
It is now.
All right. But yeah, I love K-On! Ending 2. It's not ending 1, but it's really good.
All right. So from one ending sung by the voice cast
Huh.
to another.
This is the second ending?
What show are you
This
thinking?
one.
Yeah.
I thought it was the third.
That better be the second.
I'm going to look up.
No, it's the second, dude.
Okay.
It's definitely the second.
I really think it's the third.
All right. Well, I think you're wrong because I can tell you it's the second, 100%. I'm
Okay.
100% sure.
Then I mean, as soon as you're 100% sure,
All
start.
right. So
say
the
it.
show that I am thinking of is Alia Sometimes Hides Her Feelings in Russian. Now, this was a very,
Okay.
very special
You're
kind of thing with the endings because each song or each episode had a different ending song sung by the voice actress who voiced Alia. So
That
that's,
name's really familiar.
not familiar.
She must sing other songs. Continue.
Yeah, sure. Just do your own thing here.
I'm doing a little research. Yeah.
We're not doing a podcast. or
I
nothing.
I will be able to talk and listen and
It's
all the
fine,
stuff at the
it's
same
fine.
time.
So
Keep
you
going.
know, with this show doing something kind of unique, kind of special. I've never really seen.
Yeah,
that
dude, she
done.
does all the Nagatoro songs.
Oh, cool.
She must be
Good for her.
Nagatoro, I think.
Yeah, probably. So maybe she's done it before. It's not that unique after all.
No.
But having 12 different ending songs, I think they're all covers too, because she covered like a Hatsune Miku
Yeah, I
song.
just heard
It's
that
pretty
they're,
cool.
like all J-pop covers.
So I think that's something unique and cool. And the song that she covered for in the second episode, which is that Kwai Kute Gomen,
Yeah, it might be
which
the
is
best
a very
song of all time.
famous Honeyworks like super. Well, Kawai's in the name. It's like about the
like,
lyrics
I'm
are like
sorry,
say I'm
I'm
sorry,
so
I'm so
cute."
cute. Like
Yeah.
it's just like dude, it's
It
like peak
rips.
gym music. Dude.
No, it
it's
rips.
like it's just such a fun vibe.
I'll never understand that.
What the people like?
Yeah, like that's
working
just
out
not.
to like.
It's just not true.
I mean, I've done it before.
I just like I guess
It's just
a funny
like it's
joke.
supposed to be a funny joke.
but it's just like,
you're
you're
working out
not.
listening to like cute girl music.
I just
I think it's great.
yeah, and that joke's not for me.
I've said before that I would have this song played at my funeral.
Yeah, that's now we're talking. Instead of gifs of guys working out in the comments, it's just like gifs of your tongue
I think
getting
that's
lowered into
funnier
the ground.
than saying you're gonna work out to it.
Yeah.
Because that would, oh man.
What a way to go out. I'm sorry, I'm too cute.
Like, yeah, dude, when they're low in the coffin.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Oh man.
If you go first, I'll remember that for you.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. I'd appreciate
You're
that.
welcome. Let's see. So now that we're here, I think this is probably the one I want to talk about last.
All right. Well, how about the one you want to talk about next? I added most of these, by the way. So you don't have to worry about picking ones that you added.
These two I added.
I added Full Metal.
What ending even is the second one? You did not add Full
Oh,
Metal.
I added for the openings.
Yeah, you don't even know what the ending is.
All right, we'll talk about it next.
Well,
Tell
no,
us.
I'm going to talk about
Enlighten us.
Comey Can't Communicate.
I do know the second ending. We've watched the show.
Okay, what's it called? It's in English.
Why would I know the second ending?
Because
Is
they
that-
say it in the
Let
lyrics.
it all.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, let it
All right, anyway, we're
Well,
gonna talk about Comey
that
first.
right now. Oh, Lord.
Comey Can't Communicate second ending. I never watched this far in the show. I did read actually a good bit of the manga way back in the day. The song is by, I think, Fantastic Youth. I don't know what the song's called. It's like... I'm like, it's like really good is what I was about to say. But it is. I really enjoy it. It's like just a fun, like upbeat, peppy song. And then the chorus, like... It's like, I don't know if you've ever seen Amelia talk in ReZero when she's just spitting bars. Like, the chorus in this, I feel like, is very fast. And, like, for some reason, like...
It's not that fast. I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, it's pretty fast. It, like, flows, like, pretty good.
I guess.
And I really enjoy that. I think the Japanese language, when done really fast like that, is really cool. Like, when I think of the Yoasobi, the Bakemonogatari song, the ending song, you know, or Monogatari on-off, the ending.
Yeah.
She does some really, really fast parts in that. I really dig that. And this, I think, epitomizes that in a lot of ways. And I enjoy it a lot. Go give it a listen. It's definitely underrated.
Yeah.
I'm going to listen to it on my car right after this.
I actually, yeah, I have. I don't know. I've heard it enough. I've never sat down and listened to the full thing. Let's see. What do I want to say next? I know which one I'm going to pick next. Yeah, I know. That's the
That's
one.
fast. That's quick.
Mhm.
That's pretty pacey, if I had to say.
Yeah. So next one I'm going to talk about is another show. I had a lot of these that had a different ending every episode. Apparently, the second ending always hits on shows that do that.
Yeah.
Because pretty much it's my favorite on every one of these that I put that has it. The second ending is my favorite. And what we're going to talk about is from a slightly underrated show, and that is Relife. You know, it's not many people have.
Yeah, I didn't realize
Like, I've
this
never
was...
really.
First, I mean, no, I'm going to go off on a tangent. If we... No, you go. I'm not going to do the tangent, but this proves exactly what I was saying.
What, that it's underrated?
Yes.
No, it's not. We hear it all the time.
No, well, they said it was the worst one, so...
That doesn't mean underrated. That just means whoever wrote this is wrong.
Okay, keep going.
Somebody could not like me. People have not liked me before. That doesn't mean I'm underrated. That means they're just stupid. There's people out
they're
there
talking about, like, the video a lot, too,
that
though.
don't believe in us. You don't understand that
There's
reference.
people
It's a
out there
DJ
that
Khaled reference.
The key is to make
Yeah,
it.
it's good. I mean, I gotta send you the clip of that. It's very funny. But Real Life, you know, a
Yeah.
slightly underrated show, pretty
Definitely,
good
yeah,
romance.
not one you hear about a lot.
But it had a
Don't think about
different
it too much. It
different
gets a little weird.
ending every episode.
Yeah.
And the second one, by TM Revolution is so good.
It is.
That is like crazy.
Got like a great like electronic opening.
Yeah, called Hot Limit. It's
Hot
a great,
Limit,
I don't know,
man.
it's a really cool moment like in the show where the main character also like,
He's finding some resolve.
yeah, and
Quitting
stops
cigarettes.
quitting smoking. It's like a pretty cool scene.
It is.
Um,
Does it like start playing? It's playing like as the visuals are finishing up, right?
I think so.
I feel like it is.
I don't know. Yeah, it's one like I don't really remember any of the other ones from this show.
No.
But oh my god, that one's such a good song. So go listen to that.
Oh no, I'm gonna choke.
All right, well, get ready to pick another song while you do.
I'm ready. Okay. Let's talk about.
I want to talk about this one.
This one. You do?
Mhm.
Okay. This one I'm gonna give you two.
Yeah, I forgot I put that on here.
So I need this one. I need this one. I guess I'll talk about this one.
Yeah, I mean,
Very
I've
cool.
put that on there.
Well, you put
partially,
like so
yeah.
many of them on there.
I mean, yeah, we both like this one.
we do, and that's why we can talk about it. Next up is On Apex by TK from whatever band he's from, which was ending 2 of Keegan leveling. I mean, solo leveling. He definitely isn't going to listen to the podcast. Hopefully Mike will and can relay that to him. That was very funny. The solo leveling second ending, it's awesome. Like TK always brings it.
That's true.
I don't like he doesn't miss. But this one is very, very good. Good enough like verse, as you might say. It's great. And then it just explodes into the chorus, which with the visuals and the song at the same time are just like mind blowing. It really is. It's got to be, I think, my favorite song from Solo Leveling. Would you agree?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, Dark Keegan's pretty good too.
Dude.
Acting like you
there's
don't say
any,
the same
well,
thing.
all right. If there's anybody who is not from your friend group listening to this episode, they're not going to understand it.
Well, they'll get involved in the lore. The lore,
As we
the
increase,
lore will be in the comments.
you
People
know,
will be like,
remember
what is
how
he
you
even
said, "Hey,
talking
we've
about?"
had a slight increase in viewership. Let's make more references nobody's gonna get."
That's what makes this fun.
Well, there's like references to like
It's
a random
sincere-
video only we've seen. Like
sincere
nobody
joy.
could possibly know it if they're not
Sincere
friends with
joy.
you.
Yeah,
Like they couldn't get it.
my references are out of control.
They are. You gotta control them.
Yeah, that's fair. Go ahead. What's up next?
We'll talk about this one
Yeah,
next.
6
We'll do all the shows that have different endings every
Yeah,
episode.
keep it real.
And this one also famously did it and had a lot of really big name artists do endings for the show. And this show is called Chainsaw Man. I don't know if you've heard of
I
it.
don't know if you have.
Um,
Dang, I almost brought
almost
down
from
Chainsaw Man
an
figure.
underrated show to an overrated show.
Maybe.
I don't know. I haven't seen the movie. I gotta watch it, but it was good. It was very good.
Yeah,
what
maybe
we've
they'll
seen.
end it after part 1 of the manga, and then, they
And then it'll be
that's
fine.
over, yeah.
But yeah, Chainsaw Man season 1 did different ending songs. You are a big fan of the first one.
I love the first one.
The last one also stands out.
Last
Fight
one's
Song by
great.
Eve. TK
There's one by
does
TK
one.
that's awesome. There's one by
Ano.
geez, what are they called? Ano, that's awesome.
That one's really fun.
What's the Screamo band's name?
Which one?
They do Death Note too. What are they called? I just listened to this song yesterday, the Death Note song, not this one, but I listened to it yesterday.
Yeah, I don't remember.
All
what
right,
the
go
name
ahead. I
is.
gotta figure
But
it
there's yeah, sure. But this one is. I actually recently have discovered that the English name of it.
Maximum the Hormone.
Maximum the Hormone.
They do a song too. It's just gas. Did we say anything about this yet? It's got
They
the English
recently
name.
on Spotify changed all their names, and this song is by Zutomeo, the second ending, and apparently it's called Time Left,
Time Left.
which they recently have.
Whatchamacallit does a song too.
Recently have changed to their name.
That's so
anyway.
interesting, actually. I wonder if mine's always been like that. Or if it's
Yeah, I don't
changed.
know.
You
A lot
talked
of
before about,
sometimes they're different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I'll see some song and on yours it'll be it won't have like hiragana, katakana, and for me it
Yeah.
still will. I don't know. Maybe it knows I'm trying to learn, but
maybe.
But yeah, dude, this song at the time I didn't really
No,
take
it
note of
definitely.
it.
Yeah, we definitely.
I was just counting down the minutes till I got to hear
Yeah.
TK, but hear the Eve ending because at the time they were by
Yeah,
far my
Queen Bee
favorite.
also did an ending.
Favorite.
There's like an
It was
insane.
yeah,
Like, it was a
they
heck
picked
of
a lot
lineup.
of really and I'm glad I've got to go back to a lot.
I
of
think
those
Amay did
songs
one that I didn't really
that I
jive
didn't
with me, but
that I didn't appreciate and go back and now I do appreciate
Yeah.
them.
it is cool.
You know,
Yeah.
I feel like the Anna one was big on that when we got to see her live, but
Yes,
this one was
yeah.
definitely the one that's come back the most.
Yeah, I probably
Um,
after the Dan Dan ending.
Yes, that did help. They did the first Dan to Dan ending, which, you know, kind of blew up, much like the opening, and it's just a good vibe. And this one's like so similar, but just
Yeah.
as good.
Similar but different.
I actually might have ranked it like higher recently on my
I feel
ending
like you
rankings.
did, yeah.
I don't know. They're both really good. I like the visuals of it. It's like in the ending, it's pretty good. But yeah, it's a really great song.
Yeah,
I think, you know, if you like the Dan to Dan ending one, it's very similar.
I would agree. What would you rather I talk about, this or this?
I feel like it doesn't matter. We're both gonna talk, so take your pick.
I guess I'll talk about Dress Up Darling ending
Yeah, because
too.
I like the other one more than
Yeah, you just added it, so I figured. Great song, Kawaii Kawaii. Great visuals, and also great like cultural. I can't say cultural zeitgeist twice in one episode.
Yeah, dude, I've never even heard that phrase before in my
You
life.
should look it up with Kid and Caboodle.
I've heard Kid and Caboodle before. That's like they'll try to say that they're equally as used.
But like it had cultural significance instead of.
I don't even know what
zeitgeist.
a zeitgeist is.
Exactly.
Don't look it up.
I'm gonna look it up at some point.
Don't do the voice.
Don't do the voice. Anyway, there's a shot in the ending where Marin's like changing out, like she
Yes.
like turns and like her outfit
That's
change.
how it starts.
That's how it starts,
Yes.
and that has been like recreated with a lot of different anime and other
Yeah,
things.
it was pretty like
Which was
pretty
really
popular
awesome.
online.
But it's just like, the song gets in your head and just sticks, you know.
Yeah, it's such a good vibe. It's like it's the perfect ending, dude. It just does everything right. Like visuals are good, music's good,
Yeah.
and you hear it enough. Like I heard it enough in my outside of listening to it on Spotify.
Yeah,
Like everything I could really
I
ask
would
for.
agree. So yeah, it's great. One of the YouTube channels we watch uses it as like their kind of opening,
Yeah, it's
but
great.
with Kaguya Shinomi instead, and that goes pretty hard.
But yeah, it's just I don't know. It's,
hey, it's
just
got awesome,
like perfect
awesome
vibes.
staying power. Yeah.
All right, so this next one I'm going to talk about. I briefly mentioned this show in my last little part here. This is Dan to Dan. You know, the first ending was very good, also by Zuto Mayo.
I have a definition when you're ready.
I didn't want to. I said not to look it up. I don't want to know what a zeitgeist is, dude.
Okay, well, you go ahead, and then I wanna.
Well, you do it first. I'm not going to be able to. I'm not going to be able to think about this
The
ending.
defining spirit or mood of a particular period of history, as shown by the ideas and beliefs of the time.
Okay, that's kind of what you were saying.
That is
so.
exactly what I was saying.
Dan to Dan ending 2.
Great song.
Very good song.
Was it our ending of the
Very
year?
good vibe. It was ending of the year because I got to pick ending of the year.
Yeah, it was contended, but it was ending of the year.
Yes. What was it contended with on Apex?
No, it was actually My Hero, the ending. By Bump of Chicken.
I don't really remember how it goes.
It's really special. And the
Yeah,
visuals
it's
are
special. I don't think it's as good as the Dan to Dan one.
Yeah, yeah.
If it's ranking based on how important the show is to me, it would have been higher. But
Yeah.
the Dan to Dan one is just, once again, good visuals, good vibes. Like, that's all you could really ask for in an ending song.
No.
That one is just remember, like, one time I was, like, annoyed. And then I, like, put
One
that
time.
song on. Well, and then I listened to that song, and then it made me just, like, it made me feel better. And that,
That's
you know,
good. I mean, that's the
that
power
is
of
special
music.
to me.
No,
Yeah,
that's
just
great.
The power of the good vibes
That
of this
is great.
ending, you know, transcends the show and has affected me in my everyday life.
Yeah, that's actually awesome. I love to hear that.
In a world where everything is annoying,
Yeah.
there's
Listen
a little
to
bit
Dan
of
to Dan
joy
ending
in your
too, yeah.
life. Yeah, it could bring some joy.
All right. Second to last for me is going to be Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood ending 2. I talked already about opening 2. I think these two together are one of my favorite opening pairs. This is Let It Out, it's called. And it's the first one that sometimes will start to play before the episode's ending, which is really special. But it also just like, I think is such a great song. It really is. I think it is like, captures some of the emotion of the show and just the frustration and the yearning and the desire. And obviously the only words in it are the English words in it are "Let It Out," which is a good thing to do when you have all that bottled up. But the song's great. The chorus is good. The visuals are great for the ending. It's paired with my favorite opening, so it's pretty great.
I
think.
pretty good.
And I think
it's
you do remember it.
It's one of the better ones.
I think you do remember it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So the last one I'm going to talk about was definitely one of an earlier ending song that I really liked. That came after pretty much the biggest ending song of all time, almost probably has the most streams,
Mm-hmm.
and that would be Jujutsu Kaisen.
Mm-hmm.
With how famous Lost in Paradise was, it would be tough to follow it up with something of similar vibes, and they ended up doing something completely different and going with a more slow song, and I really enjoy it with what is that? Give It Back.
Mm-hmm.
It has, once again, good visuals, unique visuals. It's they're all taking pictures or recording on their phone and stuff, and it's just the characters just hanging out, going to the beach and stuff, and just slowing it down from all the fighting and all the.
Yeah. If I recall, the animation definitely looks different than the show.
Yes,
it's unique for sure.
Yeah,
I guess the first ending is different too.
Yeah, I think I don't. It's not as good. I think it does something different, but does it very well. So it's one that I think, it gets very much overshadowed, much like the second opening of the same show.
Yeah, certainly.
Because when one of them's one of the most famous things ever,
yeah,
it's tough. Second doesn't always get the recognition it deserves.
No, it does not. It's not. I'll tell you where it does though. This next one is the best second ending of all time. I will hear no dispute.
I'm not gonna.
You will not dispute.
I disagree, but I'm not
Yeah.
gonna dispute.
Yeah. Which one do you think is the best second ending of all time?
On this list,
Well, yeah, that would.
it should be.
You would think.
Unless
You
I
would
missed
men-
one.
You could have mentioned it. Hunter x Hunter 2011. I feel like I have to specify now that we've talked about 99.
I don't know. I might have a Alia rated higher.
That's crazy. To each their own.
A lot of these could be higher.
To
They're all really good.
The second ending of Hunter x Hunter 2 or Hunter x Hunter 2011 is just incredible. I mean, you hear that guitar riff cut in over the narrator talking about how the episode's finishing, and then that powerful voice, which I came to find later was actually the same guy who sings the opening song, but this is his full band, and it is just, oh, it's so special. It really is. And the meme out there of Kurapika is now drowning in an indescribable emptiness or whatever. Yeah. And then this song starts playing, man. Oh, it's just gas.
It is good.
This was probably one of the first ending songs that just grasped me and would not let go.
How did you even end up listening to it? Because it kind of plays with the end of the episode?
Yeah, I watched the show and then
Well, here's the thing. When we watched...
No, but I think...
Because it's on Netflix, and Netflix automatically
But
skips
I think...
endings.
This
you got to
was
go
just-
out of your way.
I think this was so good that I was like, you have to listen to this.
Because the first ending, which I like more, you're just like, we can let it skip. No
I listen to
worries.
it occasionally.
And then
but
a couple times I heard it, I'm like, oh my god, dude, have you listened to this? You're like,
Yeah.
no.
But this one...
Have you
it's just
listened to Hunting for Your Dreams? I'm like, no.
Well,
I will.
Yeah, and you all should. I think it's the best second ending of all time. It's one of the best endings of all time.
It's pretty good.
It's absolutely
I won't
incredible. It
dispute
is
that
just
an
S
awesome
tier.
song.
So yeah, I think that wraps up the second endings. If we want to get into our final category of the second episode of our second anniversary, where we're going to talk about best second seasons.
Okay. Now, we're going to start it off.
We're going to skate to one song. That's kind of what I sounded.
I thought the same thing too, so it wasn't just you.
It just must have been the way you said
Yeah,
it.
that the whole we're going at.
Yeah.
We're going to start it off. Yeah. We're going to start. Begin
We're going to,
Yeah,
we're
we're going to skate We're going to begin this segment by talking about one of
Lady
my favorite
House, one of our
shows,
categories.
Assassination Classroom.
Okay.
This
Wow,
one,
what a way to start.
this is a 2-season show, which definitely gives the second season an advantage because
Yeah, you're gonna have the well. I mean, advantage or disadvantage depending on how it ends.
it has a very good ending, so it gives it an advantage. I really like the first season of it, where it's a lot more, not kind of adventure, but you're learning about the classmates. They're learning about themselves. They're getting up to shenanigans and stuff. And then like they have the end of the first season where they have to learn how to stand on their own without the help of Koro Sensei, and I really like that whole arc. But the second season brings the depth that made the show one of my favorites. For a long time it was my favorite, and could still be arguably my favorite if I gave it a rewatch. It's usually
whatever you rewatched most recently climbs the top.
Typically, because it's just, I don't know, it's a very special show to me, and the second season is kind of one of the main reasons why it became so special. Once we got to learn about Koro Sensei more and some of the other characters, once we got all the depth, it just it's a show that has stuck with me all these years. So it's probably my favorite second season on here. So yeah.
Thank you. That was a strong start by you. I will not be talking about my favorite second season first. I like to save the best.
Yeah, sometimes it's nice to just start strong.
So I want to talk about this one. I want to talk about this one.
Okay, just pick. I don't care. Just pick one.
Should I talk about this?
No, you have those other three that are for you.
Well, I gotta pick 4.
All right, well then take this. You added this.
Oh yeah, I'll take that. I'll talk about it again. I just talked about it a minute ago. I put on here to give us some more romance coverage. Dress Up Darling season 2. Well, it's also like recency wise, like none of these are recent.
Yeah, not particularly.
Yeah, not really at all. And this, like, recently for me is one of those second seasons that we wait. Did I even say what it was?
No.
Dress Up Darling. That we waited for a couple of years. It came out and it didn't miss. In fact, I think it was better than the first season, and really like brought me back into a show that I had watched and enjoyed, had read slightly ahead of the manga and enjoyed but stopped, and then the second season comes back and I'm fully back in. I'm fully invested. I loved the animation. I thought the story was a lot of fun. Like the romance definitely progressed, but also, shows that we still have more room to grow. I think it was very funny, which is a great aspect of the show, is the level of comedy that it has. I thought all the music was great. We got to meet some new characters who were fun. I just thought it was a stellar second season of a romance show.
Yeah, man. So it's like I always say about the shows that get 2 cores, that the second core is when it really hits its stride.
Yeah. Usually you're saying that when it's back to back.
Yeah, but this is the same thing. If it had been a 24 episode season, it would have hit the strides that it hit all those years ago. Mm-hmm. And I really think a lot of the times with these rom-coms, they really, except for the ones that move a little faster, a lot of them take 12 episodes to like get ramped up. Get those revs high, get warmed up, and then we can go once it's the second season.
I just made myself laugh. I'm thinking about something for the future. When we get to this one, you have to remind me if you can, like, to tell what I thought was funny.
Okay. I can remember that.
Okay.
But like, if you think of any like rom-com that we've watched that gets
thinking of rom-com
that gets a 24 episode season, the second half of the season is always better than the first. Are you thinking about it?
I am, yeah. Cuckoo's way back when. Probably
second half is better.
Blue Box, I don't know. I feel like they're both good. And those are the only 2 that I can think of that got 2 cores.
Amagami Sisters.
Yeah, Amagami definitely heated
2.5D.
2.5D cooked in the second half.
That's what I'm saying. There's all these examples that... So I think this would have been one of those had it gotten, a second part there.
Yeah.
But it did, just as a second season like 4 years later.
Yeah.
But yeah, so... I guess we'll move on here to another show that has the second season start off for like episode 13, or it might be 14.
Yeah,
and
there's a few of them on here.
My Hero Academia. And honestly, I probably like the second season more than the first. I haven't watched the first season in so long. I think I like the second season better. It's also twice as long, so it gets that for the advantage. Yeah. In My Hero, the first season, we set up the story here. You meet Izuku Midoriya as he...
You don't need to recap the whole first season.
Eventually... Well, yeah, that's how we're going to set it up. As he eventually, gets to go to...
Mister, I'm going to speed it up. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Gets to go to UA and, gets his quirk. And,
Yep.
But the second season is when he starts to realize a little bit of his potential. In the first season, he can't really do anything without breaking himself, breaking his fingers.
Ow.
And he continues to do that in the beginning of the second season, but they have the whole school festival arc, or sports festival arc, which I think is really good. Adds a lot of character development with some of the other.
That is crazy. The two cores in this season are incredible.
Yeah, they're very good for not even necessarily for Izuku. He grows a lot. He does, but for some of the other characters, they really get.
What's the second core of season 3? Am I getting some confused? Keep going.
Season 3 is the fight with All for One.
Yeah, I thought that was the end of season 2. How does season 2?
Or no, season 3 starts off with that. Season 3 ends with them getting their licenses. Season 2, the second core, or the second part, is the Hero Killer Stain, which is a very good arc.
Oh, I thought that was the first.
It might be
of season 3.
No, that's season 2.
Yeah.
And that's
then they have final exams.
a really good arc, as he.
Season 2 is not as good as season 3. Now I've realized.
As Deku begins, training under somebody who was a mentor to All Might, he finally gets to learn how to use his power a little more safely. And I really like watching that because it's kind of hard to go back, even after watching the first 4 seasons, it was hard for me to go back to season 1 and watch him not be able to use his power.
Understandably so, yeah.
So it's really cool once he starts to hit his stride a little bit. And, in that whole arc, they start to explore what it really means to be a hero, that there's a little bit of a gray area. It's not always stopping the bad guy. You can still be, you have to worry about the laws and stuff like that, and stepping in when it's right to, because it's, if you're not a hero and you step in, it's technically illegal. So stuff like that is explored later, and in the sequel show Vigilantes, which we forgot to talk about in the sequel show section.
Yeah, pretty good.
But yeah, I think it's a very special season. Season 3 has bigger fights, but season 2 has a lot of really good character development moments.
Yeah, I think the tournament at the beginning of season 2 is really, really awesome. To get to fully understand some of the other students' quirks. Obviously, Todoroki using both halves of his powers, awesome, just sick nasty. It really is great. And then I loved the Hero Killer Stain. I thought he was a really cool character. It's fun to have I wouldn't even call him an anti-hero. He's definitely still kind of a villain, but he kills
hero
people.
Killer.
Yeah, he kills people. But still, that type of character is just an interesting addition to the mix when you have such black and white, good and bad, like you said, a gray area. I think is really awesome, and I just thought he was cool because he used a sword, and the whole blood power was cool. And then the end of the season ends with the final exams, which I guess is when Bakugo and Izuku team up to fight All Might,
that
right?
is at the end of the season.
Which is cool. It's not all that memorable to me, but it is still a cool thing to see them work together for the first time, and they will go on to do that much more and more as the series goes on.
That is true.
You start to see that kind of ice kind of break.
Mm-hmm. All right. Next show.
What else am I talking about? This one. Kaguya-sama Season 2. Let's see. What made this one so special?
I don't know.
I feel
I added it to the list, but I figured you would want it.
Yeah,
The opening is good.
Well, I mean, look at the episodes.
My favorite arc of the show is during Season 2.
Oh, yeah, with the goat. The goat. You. Ishigami.
Yeah.
I think season 2, we're much further along into the romance, which is nice.
Like I said,
because it is still very much so love is war.
You've established the setup, though.
But it's not as, not that the beginning of the show is annoying, but it is a little bit too will they, won't they? Does that make sense? I don't even know if that makes sense. It very much so is the love game, whereas this it starts to become less and less. about that. It also introduces Miko Ino, who I think is an awesome character. Is my favorite episode in season 2?
What's your favorite episode?
Oh yeah, it is in season 2. It's very early in season 2.
The one where they stargaze.
When they stargaze, and then
that's
the best episode, except for it's episode 3, so I can't even talk about it like a second episode.
No, it's
not that matters.
Episode.
But that episode's great. It really is. So that in and of itself is enough for me to say that the second season's really special. But like you said, kind of at the end, you get Yu Ishigami's sports festival shenanigans where he kind of has to confront his past and show that both he's grown past it into like somebody who has found his place, and then also like, you know, sometimes like you can do the right thing and it doesn't get seen that way, and perception is what matters more than reality in a lot of cases. But he beats that, which is awesome because he's such a great character.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they also blow up the school, I think, at the end of season 2.
They do.
Is that when they're playing the balloon game and the place explodes?
They do explode the school.
That's a lot of fun. You get like Kaguya with her whole flip phone little.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. It's a good. I think it's probably. That might be my favorite season.
It's tough like with Kaguya because every episode is like split into so many pieces. It's hard for me to place them all.
I guess that's
aside
fair.
from like the end of season 3, which I think is very much so its own thing.
Yes, it is its own thing.
It's its own thing.
All right.
I'm like sweating. Is it hot in here?
I don't know. So we're gonna
my butt
wait
also
for
hurts.
this.
We've been sitting here for a long time.
Wait for this segue, dude. So we went from talking about Yu Ishigami, and now it's time to talk about Senku Ishigami.
Wow, what a transition.
Dude, what can I tell you? And we're going to talk about Dr. Stone Season 2. And this is the Stone Wars. I think the season has that in the name.
Yeah.
I really like Season 1 of it.
Mm-hmm.
But Season 2 kind of sets up the main confrontation between Senku and the Kingdom of Science versus Tsukasa.
The Kingdom of
Strength or power. I think they call themselves. I don't know if they call themselves that, but other people do. And it's really cool to see this confrontation actually happen, as it's been set up pretty much since like the 4th episode of the show.
Yeah.
That it's eventually going to happen. You know, as these two people are miraculously revived in a world that's where everybody's been stoned for thousands of years, where one wants to revive everybody and somebody else does not, because they want to revive only good, strong people.
And the youth.
The youth, yes. And Senku does not want to do that. He wants to revive everybody, even if that means the world will go back to the way it was. So I think it's tough. You know, I think they both characters are right in their own way. I think Senku's certainly right to want to bring everybody back to the way it was. That's the right thing to do. That's the fair thing to do. But also Tsukasa wants to create a better world where maybe there's not all these... where the rich control everything. Like, he is also right. So it's, you know... It's hard. You want to root for the Kingdom of Science, though, because that's how they make the show. But you can understand Tsukasa as a villain. I think that's what makes... you know, their fight and him as a villain very good.
Definitely, yeah. I think that's what makes it compelling, is you can understand both sides. Tsukasa is also just super cool.
He is.
But this end the way I think it ends. Like, that's all in season 2.
How do you think it ends?
I don't want to spoil anything for anybody that hasn't watched. With, like, the Hyoga stuff?
Yeah, that's how it ends.
Okay, cool. So, like, Tsukasa's cool at the end.
Yeah. They do have like a little reconciliation moment where he says like the same thing he said right after he got revived, was like, now that I'm here, you won't have to do the fighting. Mm-hmm. And I think that was really cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, Suga's probably my favorite character in the show. But it's like Senku and Chrome.
So like
maybe Gen.
So like third, maybe
Dr.
fourth
Stone
favorite.
has so many. Ryusui's really cool. There's a million cool characters in Dr. Stone. Everybody in the main crew is super awesome. Like, anybody could be your favorite, and I wouldn't like question it.
Yeah, except for what should we call it? Blonde twin brother.
Ginro.
Yeah, he sucks.
He's fine.
He sucks.
But yeah, so season 2 of that is really good. I really like the fighting, and you know, the build up to it is really cool. And the opening song for season 2 is really good.
Which one's that?
I don't really know how it goes, or how to explain to you how it goes.
How's it go again?
It's the third. I don't know. It's the third opening. Most people really like it a lot. That might be one of the most famous ones from the show.
Okay, I'll listen to it later. I'm starting to get phlegmy.
All right, well,
I'm struggling.
Hold it in, dude. We got
We're almost there.
4 more shows left.
I did so much talking today.
We can do this.
All right, lock in. All right, this next one I think is probably one of, if not the best second seasons of a show ever. It's not going to be the one that I choose to talk about last, but it is like one that it was so hyped from the beginning. It was something that I had read, so I knew it was coming, but even then it just lived up to the hype and then some. That is Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2. I think that even in seeing the show at first, all you would hear is, okay, but wait for the Shibuya incident. But wait for the Shibuya incident. And then it happens, and it's just crazy. Even the first couple episodes of the season are very different than the rest. It tells its own quick little story and then jumps into and I think those are great. Those give you a lot of background on some of our main players, and are important to kind of set up what then happens in the Shibuya incident, which is awesome. But you get some great Gojo and Geto in the beginning of the season. You get to see kind of what shaped them into who they are today, which I think is awesome. Then you get Gojo just being incredibly powerful and strong in the beginning, and then he gets sealed, which is crazy.
I thought we weren't spoiling stuff.
I already spoiled about what's his name?
Who?
Your guy, your third favorite character, Tsukasa.
You didn't really spoil anything.
I said he's good.
Oh, you said he's good? I thought you meant he's good, like you like him. He's a good villain.
Yeah. And then
That's what I heard.
all hell breaks loose after that with Sukuna. You get a lot of really cool fights. You get Toji Zenin, who a lot of people really like, even though there's not a whole lot to him.
Yeah, we'll
we'll
talk about that
cool.
a different day. Yeah, he's not.
Well, you get Maharaga for the first time. It's incredible. The Sukuna Jogo fight is just ridiculous. Not only is it an incredible fight, but also ends in the greatest way possible. It's really, it wows you. Oh man, I mean, you get the Toto fight with Yuji and Mahito. Dang, it really is such a good season.
Lot of fights, yeah.
It's such a good season. It packs so much into it, and it really sets up where the rest of the show is going to go. And I think that's an interesting thing to do in the second season, rather than the first. It's somewhat in the middle of the show, but Gojo getting the most the most powerful character being sealed away, obviously is going to set up what's going to happen next, because the balance of power has completely shifted with the absence of one man. It's just it's awesome. It's so good. In my opinion, it's probably the peak of the story.
Well, that's your opinion.
Yeah,
it's your opinion.
Any thoughts? I thought you liked it too, probably.
Season 2? Yeah, I liked Season 1 a lot too, though.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if I really would say I like it more than Season.
Well, yeah, we're watching for different things, I think.
What do you think I'm watching?
Good vibes, maybe.
What good vibes?
I don't know.
Have you watched Season 1?
Yeah, there's no good vibes.
There's good vibes for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
when they play dies 2 minutes. He dies in the third episode.
Yeah, but they play baseball.
That's for 5 minutes.
It is great though.
There's good vibes for the whole first episode of.
Yeah. Mechamaru has his whole fight in the giant
mech. There's a lot of cool fights, dude. I do too,
rips,
but I don't like watching it just for super overpowered abilities.
Yeah.
Which that's a lot of Season 2.
I guess. The Maharaga fight's fairly even.
Yeah, with two people with just super powered abilities.
Well, against each other. I mean,
yeah. I thought it was cool.
That's interesting. That's an
but
interesting critique. I haven't heard that before.
Season 1 more.
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
Well, you're blocking it, dude. How am I going to know what show it is? All right, so the next one I'm going to talk about is Oshinoko. That one had pretty good second season, dude. You really liked it.
Yeah,
that's kind of awesome. Half the reason why I put it. I really liked the first season, but the second season
it really drew me in.
Kind of once once things are. Well, the third you never even finished, so.
Well, yeah, obviously, then the second drew me in more.
Apparently so. the first season, set up a lot of the things once again, getting to know the characters, getting to know Aqua, getting to know Ruby, and then, as they try to revive Bikomachi is like a big part of season 1. Season 2 is a lot more about Aqua trying to move forward and move past everything. And I really like that parts of it where, he faces his anxiety
his
and
demons.
Yeah, and how, messed up he got because of that. So I think that's cool that instead of for a little bit, instead of being manipulative, just trying to go on the revenge track, he's doing something for him.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, he's still trying to get the revenge, but the whole acting part,
yeah,
he doesn't need to be good at it to do what he needs to do.
No, I think it provides so much more depth to his character in particular, which is what I think I really enjoyed about it.
Yeah, I liked seeing him move forward.
Yeah, just to take 3 steps back.
Yeah, once again, the opening for that was really good.
Opening for it was great. Ending was good.
Yeah, everything. I don't know. Second season, it might have been the best season so far. Season 3 just went way faster than I remember. Maybe because I was reading it.
No, I think online I saw they cut a lot of stuff up.
Yeah, I don't
put things in different orders.
I read it a while ago, but the way that season 3 ends, I felt was way later than it was.
Mm-hmm.
But
I guess I'll find out eventually.
Maybe so.
But I also really like just watching them make a play in the second season.
Yeah, it was good. That's
just fun behind the scenes. That Melt cooks, goat. Really good season for Akane, whom I think is my second favorite again, not my first favorite. But I liked it a lot.
Yeah, it was very good. All right, you want to talk about your last one?
Yeah, dude. Let's bring it home.
Yeah,
let's bring it home. It's okay. It's the longest second episode, also.
I think this was supposed to be a 1-parter.
That's crazy. How did we ever think it was going to be? We're talking about so many different good things.
Maybe because I didn't know you were going to be talking about Zeitgeist and Caboodles.
Zeitgeist and Caboodles took up 2 minutes of the episode.
I'm sure they did.
All right. The final best second season that I would like to talk about is Attack on Titan. This is another one of those that's only 12 episodes, but I think in that 12 episodes, we get so much more depth. We get one of, if not the biggest plot twists in all of anime history. We get
season 2's big.
We get my favorite episode of the show. It's incredible. It really is. The season opens with the introduction of. So here was the joke. So in my head, I was thinking about this earlier.
Yeah, I forgot.
And for some reason, the season opens with the introduction of the Beast Titan, which is just mind blowing. But I really wanted to call him the Ape Titan, which I just thought was really funny.
Ape Titan.
He's the Ape Titan.
All right.
But it's just what is this giant thing? We know nothing like this. And at the end of the first episode, the thing talks.
Yeah, we've never seen a Titan with hair before.
What happened? What? Mind blowing. And then we come to find out a lot more. We eventually... Should I just spoil the biggest plot twist in anime history?
No, you should... In anime. Yeah, don't spoil it.
It might be. Don't act like it's... Name a bigger one.
I can't think of one off the top of my head, but if you gave me 20 minutes...
Okay, well, we'll revisit it at 9:29 p.m. Then in episode 7, I think it is, you get a huge twist that just, changes the game completely. And then from there, it's just, our kind of a rescue operation. You get some really cool fights. And then you get what is my favorite episode, the last episode of the season, which starts to unlock a little bit more of the puzzle. You get just an awesome Eren moment where, for one of the first times, a character who a lot of people will complain of being whiny and annoying shows fierce resolve. And that is so meaningful to me. That moment is really, really special. It's great. I think the season ends on a great note after, so much fun. Well, not really fun to watch. But it's just it's everything the show is with the mystery aspect of it and slowly unraveling of it with little, kind of Easter eggs and hints along the way just for, things to be revealed, to not only be revealed, but also be revealed in like there's satisfying twists. It's not just like, oh my god, like what the heck. It's like, oh wow, like that was there in front of my eyes the whole time. I didn't see it, but now that I do it, it changes everything. And it's brilliantly written. Season 2 of the show is great, and I really like the opening song. Which one's this? This is Agio.
This season 2, yeah.
That's great. It's good stuff.
What are you, an ASMR streamer?
Dedicate your
what are
heart.
we doing here?
You were talking like real calmly
I
a
was
little
just
bit
being
ago.
calm. I wasn't like whispering.
Well, because I was whispering. I don't know.
All right. Well, the last one we're going to talk about here.
What a way to bring it home.
Similar vibes to Attack on Titan.
Yeah, I get the same
I
feelings.
also like unraveling the mystery in this show.
It was kind of a mystery.
This one is the quintessential quintuplets, dude.
Yeah.
Like, what other way would we end an episode like this?
I
Our
couldn't
second
tell
year
you.
anniversary. Is there a show we've talked about more? Probably not.
I don't know, honestly.
Dude, we talk about the quints like every day. Every episode they're brought up.
Oh.
Anytime possible,
Probably.
I'm ready to talk about the quints.
Probably.
Dude, I don't know what to say. Like, season 1 of it is very good. I think it's not like these other romances where like season 1 is just all set up and season 2 goes wild. Season 1 is like really good too. Like, I don't think it's just setups. Like, there's so much development in it. It doesn't
talking about
feel
a lot
like...
of season 1s and these season 2 recaps.
Well, it's because it's
I understand.
saying
I'm
that
just-
season 1
I'm
setting
straight
up
up.
slow makes season 2 that much better. But the
Yeah.
quints isn't really like that. I feel like season 1 sets so much up and then season 2 builds on it and, expounds on these characters and their development. I think season 1 still has a fair bit of character development too, but season 2, sees the girls face their stepdad, and Futaro has to face his feelings as they start to develop and how much he cares about them. And as we find out, more people, more of the sisters start to realize their feelings too. Things do get more complicated, and it kind of leads you
it's
to a
definitely
point where
complicated. More than half of the 5
he's going to have to,
have feelings.
make a choice sooner than later. So it's a very good season. There's a lot of fun stuff going on. Where do they
There's
go
trips,
away like
dude,
a
the
bunch?
trips.
Yeah, they go.
They go to the
away
like
to
mountains. They go to
Kyoto.
Kyoto, which is awesome.
Yeah, and you get to find out a little more about the girl that Futaro met all those years ago in Kyoto, which is it's pretty big. It's
But you
pretty
get to
big.
find out who it was, right? Like that's.
We do get to find out who it was.
I mean, we're talking about unraveling mysteries.
That's the mystery. Like they set that
Is
up.
that twist? Which twist? Which twist?
Well, no,
I don't know.
The picture.
Yeah.
They set that up in the first episode, which
Yeah.
I always thought was cool to go back and see him asking about a picture, and I was like, well, now all these times, like if somebody had seen that, the show would have been so much quicker, dude. They saved us a season
Yeah.
by not doing that. We got
Okay.
more quints by that happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's one of my favorite shows, pretty much the most enjoyable show I've ever watched. So season 2 of it is obviously going to be on the list because it is just so much fun. Opening song's a banger. Ending song's pretty good.
Yeah. Not quite the first one, but good.
No. But yeah, so that's all I got to say.
I like
We
it.
changed the animation up a bunch, which is cool. I might prefer the original, but
Yeah.
the second is a little more consistent with the rest of the show and the manga, I'd say.
Yeah. I don't think I have any problems with it. They
No,
changed
I don't
some
have
eye
problems. It's just
colors.
different.
Yeah, it is. It is. But again, it's not like jarring like some other changes, like other shows. Animation.
It's pretty different.
I guess.
It's really different. It's one of the most different
It's
ones I've
pretty
ever
different.
watched.
Yeah. Maybe I gotta look again.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Dude, give it a watch.
Yeah, rewatch anytime. Our most rewatched show.
It's like our quintessential show.
It kind of is.
It's in the name.
It is. Yeah. I guess that it is because it's true. Yeah.
We're like the quintuplets podcast.
The quintessential.
We might be like the,
we're the quintessential.
of all the anime podcasts. We might like that show more than any of the rest of them.
It's possible. I mean,
I think it's semi-likely. How many anime podcasts is there? A
Probably
lot.
so many that we don't know about.
Well, then they need to make themselves known as bigger quintuplets fans than
Yeah.
us.
It's
'Cause
just
I bet they're not.
You're like laying down a challenge here.
I
at the
did.
end.
I am. Let us know if you're a fellow podcaster.
Yeah, let us know.
And you're an anime podcaster, let me know if you think you like the Quints more than us.
Yeah,
Because
'cause-
I don't think you
'cause you
do.
don't. All right, with that, I think we're at about an hour and 20 minutes, so it's probably time to call it a night.
Yeah, we couldn't do part 3. It just wouldn't be.
No,
feasible.
it doesn't make any sense. So I think this marathon was probably one of the best second episodes of all time, if I had to say. And I am saying it, so that is true. But thank you guys all for hanging with us for 2 years now, which is crazy to say.
Yeah, thank you guys. It's been real.
It's been real. It's been fun, and it has been real fun. It has been. In fact, these last 2 episodes have been real fun too. I think it was, kind of a silly little thing for us to do.
Yeah, it's been fun.
I enjoyed.
And it gives us some time to talk about some of our old favorites, which is nice.
Exactly. It's been a while. It's been a while. Yeah, our Japan tangent
it was like 6 months.
took us out of the game a little bit, but we're back.
Yeah, we're back.
We're back. Congratulations on 2 years.
Yeah, thanks. You too. And
Thanks.
Next week, we should be back with some
Previewing
talking
some
about
new
some new
shows,
shows.
yeah.
They'll probably mostly all be out by then, so maybe we will be able to give you some.
Yeah, the
Some-
wheel continues to spin. On we go
That is true.
to the next season of
The next
shows.
anime.
All right. We'll see you guys later. Peace.